Эта песня называется Just a Joke.
Word.
Unpause. We're back.
The nerds are back. All right, so, man, this All-Star weekend just passed. Was it everything you hoped and dreamed?
I mean, the dunk contest was better than I expected it to be, but everything else was.
Every year, right?
Was that?
You look forward to this every year, right?
Oh yeah, like always, because you expect some type of big show to be put on. Like so, like you're supposed to be seeing the best of the best players get drafted by the best players in the conferences, and you expect them to put forth the effort that they would in like any other game. But do they? No.
Why is that expectation there? Because it's called the All-Star Weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, Mac McClung plays for Philly now.
He showed up. He did his part.
But he's a G leaguer.
Yep.
He's not an all-star.
Nope.
I mean, I'm glad he was there because like my dad, he was talking about like, you know, they brought him into the league as a prop, you know, just so we can get some expectation, short, you know, white guy, you know, that can jump high and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that was their intention, but thank God he was there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like Shaq said it. He's like, that boy said the dunk contest. Like, because, well, like one guy put like, he put a letter or he put like an envelope up on the basket. I'm like, what is this? Like, what type? And he opens it and it just says 50 on it. And I'm like, you did nothing.
Honestly, I don't even know how he went through with that. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was so bad. I was like, that's not a...
He had another dunk he was supposed to do, and just did not think he was going to pull it off because that was just not good.
No, not at all.
It was kind of embarrassing.
Yep.
But Mac McClung, he wanted to win the dunk contest, and that's the thing that this All-Star weekend misses. Like I was saying about my dad, he was like, it's a prop, but he was a prop, you know, they brought him in here, you know, to get some hype around it, but he wanted to win it. Like,
right.
He said those dunks that he did weren't all that. I was like, he's 6'2", and the enthusiasm behind the dunks it was there.
You could see the actual thought and effort he put into wanting to make those happen.
Exactly. Like, and everybody else there, I don't even know if they're like great dunkers from what they did. I mean, it's just the creativity is not there. And then it seems like if they don't have the creativity, they just try to do something extravagant, flamboyant, or like off the wall, or like use a prop or something like that. And that's not what it's about. Like the final two, I can't remember my guy's name because I like him, from the Pelicans. He was
yeah. I can't think of his name either, but yeah.
I think he wanted to win it, but I don't think he had confidence in himself in the end because he's not one of the best dunkers. He's just 6'9" and can jump.
Yeah. Yep.
That's it. Like his final dunk was actually pretty impressive. Nothing new or flashy. It was just it was between the legs, throw it up, and the impressive part, it was the first try he made it and caught it while in the air. It was like a perfect throw to himself, but it was a weak dunk, you know.
Yeah.
It was a windmill. That's like a first dunk attempt, like Kenny Smith said. And it was just not there. And Mac McClung, every single dunk he did he he put his all in it. You know, he
Right.
put his all in it. What's up, Maya?
She also agrees with what we're saying. She was not impressed for the most part, but she does want a McClung jersey, so we'll see if we get her that.
Maya's a Sixers fan now. Nice.
But hey, yeah, I think like a big thing with the dunk contest, especially recently, like the peak of it was when Gordon and Levine were going at it. Like that was, I think, the last prime time we're gonna see a dunk contest.
Yeah.
But like basically, it's the same thing as a lot of people being like, when Westbrook was in his like younger and prime days, people are like, why aren't you doing the dunk contest? And Westbrook said, he's like, my dunks only look good because I'm posterizing somebody. Like it's what my dunks are basic, like they're not the creativity like we've been saying that's required of like a dunk contest like contestant. So yeah, like a lot of those guys I think were the same thing. Like they look good because they can posterize somebody. But like, yeah, that creativity of trying to find something new or something that's going to truly help them stand out, it's just not there. Because like I really can't think of like anything more creative since like that Gordon and Levine contest, man. Like watching the Magic's mascot spinning on a hoverboard while Aaron Gordon just grabs that ball and dunks over him. Like that was cool.
Yeah, and like the thing is, it's not even that these guys don't have to be that creative. It gets hard for some of these guys to be creative because they're not the best dunkers in the league.
Mm.
You know, like Ja Morant, he could, like, you can do that hoverboard thing again, but do a different dunk. But they can't do that again because they can't do the dunks. Ja Morant can do something else with that. Ja Morant can jump over a car. These dunks are, you don't have to create a new dunk for us to enjoy the dunk contest. You just gotta want to win it.
Yep.
You gotta make it competitive. You gotta, I mean, like, you have to have more than one person there that wants to win it, so you are battling in the dunk contest.
Right.
You know, that'll inspire somebody to be like, you know what, a band, you know, I'm gonna rip my speech up. I'm going riffing. I'm going off the top. I'm gonna make it up as I go. You know, if they mess it up, maybe they don't. But you know what? We don't get upset if someone like doesn't land a dunk.
Right, exactly.
Appointed, and we feel bad for them because they were going for it. You know?
Yep.
We were watching the time go down. They're like, "Oh no, hurry up! Come on, let's do it." That's more exciting than what we just fucking watched.
Yep. And like also, I remember seeing a video of McClung just at a practice. He did one of the crazier dunks I've ever seen. He literally did a one-arm windmill and didn't even look at the basket, and he's dunked it. Like I was like,
dude, like he might be one of the league's best dunkers, but he's not an all-star. That's the thing. You know, he's only played 2 games in the league.
Right.
It's kind of unfair for him to be in it. If someone else cared to be in it, it would be unfair.
Right.
No, they can put him in it because nobody wants to be in it.
And like a lot of players on nowadays, they're just thinking of it as like, oh, this is a 9-day break. Like this is all it is.
Yeah, I heard Adam Silver extended their, arrival date. So like they don't have to be there on like Thursday or Friday. Like they can show up on like Saturday or Sunday.
Yep.
You know, so everybody can, go to Cancun, do whatever they want to do. You know, I understand, they're human. They want vacation days and stuff. But like, let's care about the All-Star game. We already load manage a lot. I did have that as a topic for a second, and I took it out. He's like, it'd be a lot of time consuming, and it might be a little bit boring. Let's talk about the All-Star Weekend and trap that instead. But I mean, like, you get to load manage, not even by their choice all the time. Like,
No, not at all. Yeah.
Management was created by the league.
Yeah.
The Spurs did it. They didn't want it. The players didn't necessarily want to do it at first. But I mean, at some point, show us that you care about the fans a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like we're here for this. Like, this is meant to be our escape, just as much as it's meant to be like theirs. And yeah, like it is that slap in the face. It's like, well, we're not going to put our maximum effort forward in this, and it's like, but this is the whole point of this. This is the whole point. That is like for you guys to showcase yourselves, especially since I think the trade deadline always happen before All-Stars, or did it happen after All-Stars?
As far as I can remember, it was. Or as far as I started like caring deeply about like the inner workings of the league and like being like an obnoxious fan.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, as far as I can remember, it was always before the All-Star Weekend. But like the 3-point contest, that'll always be there because I think that's up to the individual fan. I mean, the shooters, I don't know what it is. I don't think they're ever not trying to make a basket. So like, It's always going to be competitive. It's just whether you feel like watching it that time or not.
Right. Yeah.
That also falls on the rest of the NBA All-Star Weekend because we're not going to be enthused about the 3-point contest if like we're not enthused about the All-Star Weekend.
Right. So, yeah, there was no hype about it.
Yeah, so I watched I caught the 3-point contest late, and then I watched the dunk contest. I watched all of the dunk contests. I tried to watch the All-Star game, and it was just so boring. It was so damn boring. So like I threw on some anime at the same time. Then like I got annoyed by the sound of the All-Star.
Yep.
Off completely. I was like, just shut up.
Yep. Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, this year it was just weak overall. Like it truly was. Again, I like McClung was kind of the only savior, but like you said, he's not a true all-star. Like, but yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was a weird, just overall experience. And also, like, I think, was this the first time they did a skills challenge like this, where they had like 3 people on the same team doing stuff together?
No, I haven't watched it, except it's been around for a while, but it always changes up.
Right.
But it's been around for a pretty long time. I can't really recall how long, so I don't want to say a number on how many years it's been around. But I mean, one of the most frustrating things about the All-Star Weekend is like how butthurt these players get when they up from the All-Star team. And then they like want to cry about it just to go to the All-Star game.
Right.
Do nothing.
Yeah, like your contribution is not anywhere near the same as you think it should be. It's like, ugh.
I understand you don't want to get hurt. You don't have to go 100% for us to,
right.
Test it. And also, it's not all the players' fault. Also, this format is ridiculous. And Adam Silver, doesn't, really put any rules down about this. Like, he's getting softer on them about the All-Star Weekend. It's more of a vacation than anything else.
Right.
But, like I said, like they cry about getting snubbed, and they show up there just to do that. But then at the same time, if they're worried about being injured in an All-Star game or something like that, at the same time, these players go out in the summertime and just play pickup ball like hard.
Yeah, they go at it with people in those games.
Free, like like no cameras allowed sometimes in these gyms and shit like that, and really going at each other.
Yeah.
At first, one of my things were like maybe like it's the league's fault because they got this format, and they're not on the same team until like the day of now. And they don't like do any practice with each other. So like the coach, of course, now let's just make the coach a player because like they don't have practice, so it's not whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't have to practice with each other to be intense because pickup ball is what you first fell in love with basketball with, right? Like 21. I don't know any of these guys, but I'm going to win by myself because it's 21. One man wins. Like I don't understand it. Like, and there's a few. I mean, Kyrie was balling. Embiid, he tried to play pretty hard, but I don't know. A lot of these people that were in the game or selected, they're like first year, second year, all stuff.
Yeah.
To where like, why are you comfortable? Like why don't you want to put on the show?
Like, yeah, like you're really supposed to be promoting yourself. Like that's the whole point of this.
Promoting yourself. I was about to tweak it a little bit, but no, that's exactly covers everything. It's like more jersey sales,
right?
More everything. Like, I mean, it's the All-Star weekend.
Yep.
It's supposed to be spectacular. It's like
right.
the first but like cooler. It's
right.
The NBA's Globetrotter weekend. That's what it is. The NBA's version of the Globetrotter weekend. And the Globetrotters are way more. I mean, it's
way more entertaining.
Well, actually, yeah. Let's just do it like that because the Globetrotter shit is scripted. So let's just do that. Let's script it. It'll be more entertaining. Let's do it like WWE. I don't want to watch that anymore. That was ridiculous.
Yep, that was a weak show. It was just like, all right, well, I guess like I wasted my time. Like, I appreciate it, guys.
And if you went there, you wasted your time
and money.
I think when I actually decided to turn it off, LeBron came down this. I don't like. It's not LeBron's fault. Maybe it is because a lot of people follow things that he does because he doesn't take this weekend seriously at all. But he came down the court and they passed it to him on the left side of the wing. Not like a corner three, but it was like like a wing three. And he almost lost his dribble, picked it up one leg while moving, shot it, and it was like a backboard air ball. I was like, what the fuck is this?
It is basketball today, I guess. I don't know, but like, but hey, at least it's over.
I'm just mad because we don't have basketball to watch tonight. I gotta wait until Thursday.
Yep.
But even the coach was mad, Mike Malone. He was like, yeah, grateful for the the moment, but God, that game sucked. Basically, is what he said.
Yeah, it was like, this is not why I was doing this.
I got a paycheck. He also likes coaching.
Yeah. Funny thing, it's almost like he's doing what he loves.
Yeah, except not doing it because they're like, I'm not. Like, why are you coaching me? I'm not playing basketball right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, we're not here to do what we're supposed to do. Like, okay.
Ew.
Oh man.
Move on. A couple other things hit on before we end this. What is your view on players requesting trades? That was like a topic. I know it sounds weird, the question.
Right, and I respect it I think what a lot of people are trying to avoid is player tampering. And that's obviously something that's going to be almost nearly impossible to truly enforce unless there's like some straight up obvious evidence that's like a different player is somehow messing with like this person's contract to bring them over to their side. Because, you know, as a player, you want to be respected. You want other people like to respect your opinion, and you always want the best for yourself. Now, obviously, there are players out there that their talent isn't going to reflect how they feel about themselves or like reflect their true talent. But like, I truly don't have a problem with players requesting a trade. I think the better way to do it though is like, you know, you keep it internal, like you keep it quiet. Like I appreciate the shock of a player going to a team out of nowhere. Like KD going to Phoenix was weird. It was crazy. I was like, holy crap.
I don't care about KD or I mean I like KD, but I don't care about Phoenix or KD because he's not with the Sixers. But that was kind of cool. Like,
right.
A high level player going somewhere out of nowhere. You're just like, whoa.
Yeah. Like that I think that mystery is a lot of what draws people in. Because you never know what could happen in the NBA, in the NFL, whatever professional sport that involves you playing for a team and having to all of a sudden go to a different organization out of nowhere. But yeah, like I truly don't have a problem with players requesting trades, but you know, just be respectful about it. Like don't make it the most public thing in the world, because that's not like, I could care less. I enjoy the inner workings, but I'm also not gonna that's beyond me. Like that is like a high level of like money talk and overall contract talk that I don't think a lot of people need to know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a weird question because I didn't say it fully, but like it kind of came about because of like KD and Kyrie and stuff like that.
Right.
Like exactly what you said. It's like they're people.
Right.
And they have needs and wants, and none of that stuff should be neglected. But there's also, you know, a right and wrong way to do things, nothing black and white, although.
Mm-hmm.
But like they asked Kyrie and KD about it, and KD said it's good for the league, you know, like, because, you know, it gets people talking about the league. So, you know, essentially saying all publicity is good publicity, you know, all.
Yeah, more or less.
But it's not all. It's not all. Yeah, everything, like I said, that would just be black and white then.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kyrie, what did Kyrie say? I can't remember, but he said something about like they've been dehumanized. About it. It's like, hey,
yeah,
take it easy, bro.
Yeah, it's like, my guy, that is nowhere near dehumanizing.
Might be how rich you are.
Right.
It's like you're not in, you know, dehumanized conditions.
Like, he's trying to sound smart, and it's just making him sound like a dick.
The thing is, like, not all the way wrong, because like,
I mean,
I'm so mad I'm not remembering his entire quote, but it's just he speaks as if he's not Kyrie Irving sometimes in these.
Right.
It's like, no, they're asking you specifically because of who you are
and like what has happened with you recently.
They're not asking DeMar DeRozan this. They're asking you. KD I can feel for, because you know, he brings a lot of stuff on himself by the way he carries and cares about some of these things, but like,
right,
he just cares about basketball and winning. Yep. I mean, but I think he cares about basketball more than winning, honestly. I think he just wants to be happy in ball. And you know, now you're this icon who has this view, or who people have this view of like, you know, not being able to win a championship on your own.
Right.
But now he's chasing that. But I say all that to say, I mean, it is a ridiculous question to ask because, of course, requesting a trade is okay for players.
Right.
Because, I mean, they can get traded at any moment.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, like
since when is this whole thing about the organization and not about the player? Especially if they're a star who
yeah.
can request a trade merit us talking about it.
Mhm.
You know, we don't hear about, I don't know, Alex Caruso requesting a trade. Then like it's only about these special guys in the league and who have the power to, you know, disrupt things if they request a trade.
Yep. Oh yeah. Like, you know, they're it's that same thought process as early on in the NBA of like right before Adam Silver took over, where they're like, we don't want super teams for the NBA, and it's like, why? Like, is this not the point? Like, you want the best of the best. Like, why are you trying to deny a team this? Like, I guess I get where Kyrie's coming from, where he's saying like it's dehumanizing because they're not thinking of us as player, like they're not thinking of us as like people, they're thinking of us as like expendable commodities, which I mean that's something you have to accept when you go into a professional sport, because I mean that's exactly what you are to a lot of the owners, because I mean some of them will get to know you, but they'll only get to know you if you're a star. Like, ownership isn't going to be walking around talking to like a practice squad or like a guy that never comes off the bench.
Yeah,
like
especially when you start getting into like their, you know, the tiers of like Kyrie Irving and stuff like that. It's not even like your, you know, commodities or objects or anything. It's when you're Kyrie Irving, when you're Kevin Durant, you are a business. You're a walking business.
Yeah. Yep. You are always going to wear the organization on your body, no matter what. Yeah.
Not even that. It's like especially with the player empowerment movement, it's the league works for them more than they work for the league at this point now.
Oh, yep.
Like we just saw it in Brooklyn. They had they ran rampant with the fucking power. Like Kyrie literally said, "We will manage this." It's like,
yep.
what? I mean, but the players have every right to put themselves in this position. But it's up to each organization individually to work with the players and not try to work over them.
Right.
Try to just, you know, and you know, when you, especially when you're dealing with somebody like Kyrie Irving, it's not like you don't know who he is before you come to your organization.
Right.
But it's just business. It's anything when you're dealing with other people in a certain situation. If you want it to go right, you do the right things as well as they do the right things. You know, you try to make each other happy. That's all you got to do, and that doesn't mean give them all the power.
No, yeah, no, God no.
Negotiate, work with each other.
Like imagine if Pat Beverly had all the power. Also, he's a Chicago Bull now. And someone tweeted that with Pat Beverly, the Bulls are a playoff team. And I'm like, hold on. As a Bulls fan, we've lost the last 7 games in a row.
All that.
But we are sitting 11th in the East. It's not.
I saw a similar one that said the next championship team will be decided with all depends on where Russell Westbrook goes. I was like, huh? What kind of math are you doing?
Okay.
Bro. Hey, pass that over here, bro.
Yeah, right. Like, dude, like, what are you using? Because, like, the world you're living in must be so nice.
Optimist to the fullest.
God, like, good lord.
I like Russell Westbrook. I don't know about Russell Westbrook, but
Yeah, but like, hey, speaking of Westbrook, he's gone to his Clippers,
hmm,
which
how
he
battle
I
for
think.
LA, yeah, battle for LA intensifies.
Yep, and like, I think he also said previously, I think when he was either being traded by the Thunder or being traded by Houston, they were like, "What about the Clippers?" And he was like, "Hell no." And now he's a Clipper.
Probably not too hard to make Russell Westbrook say hell no. I mean,
Yeah, but
at
mean,
9 a.m. say hell no for the next 4 hours to everything.
Yeah. But hey, he's back with Paul George. I think I don't know. Like I'm not sold on that helping them a lot, really, especially with the amount of time George and Kawhi spend in street clothes. It's almost the same amount of time as Anthony Davis. So it's like,
I still may have him beat.
yeah,
Yeah, I think he may be like Sir Street Clothes.
street clothes. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I don't know. I guess props to Westbrook for getting the deal and going to the team he wanted to. Because he said early on, he's like, hey, if I go to Utah, I'm gonna want to buy out because I don't want to play for Utah. Which, I mean, like, okay, I guess Utah isn't an amazing organization, but I don't know, I think he could have probably done a little something there.
Also, remember, he has a history with Utah fans.
Oh, yep, that's right. Yep, they don't like him. That's right. But yeah, I think the Clippers are like, we're gonna form our own version of a big three. It's like, okay, like, good luck. Okay. Y'all are losing. Like, the Kings are sitting in the number 3 spot, and like they're the Kings.
Win. So, and I mean, I'm not a believer that Russell Westbrook was like washed. It's just he's always been very situational. It's never. I feel like that has always been who he is. I mean, him and Kevin Durant and James Harden at OKC. They've been too close. They've been close. They couldn't get it because it was just too much of one thing on the same team, I guess is the best way to say it.
Right.
And then you look at everywhere else he goes and tries to do it. But they keep trying to do the same thing. Russell Westbrook needs his own team or a team with all young players, and he's the vet. Like that's he's not going to be able to do it with like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard.
No. But yeah, I'm not confident.
He's only in LA again at the Clippers because of Kawhi or Paul George.
Yep.
And Paul George, kicked and screamed until they got him what he wanted.
Yep.
Westbrook. But he's never going to be able to win with Paul George. Paul George is not like this amazing playmaker.
No.
Who occurs majority of the time. And neither is Russell Westbrook. He can do some amazing playmaking plays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was too many plays.
Play.
There's a lot of plays, but yeah, they can play together. I mean, they're not. The West is too stacked anyway. They won't beat Memphis. They won't.
No.
Dallas. They damn sure ain't gonna beat Phoenix because Phoenix probably gonna come out. They won't even beat the Warriors. Even if Russell Westbrook or
Steph
Curry isn't 100%. I don't think. I think they can beat the Clippers without.
Like Paul and Wes got what they wanted. Like, cool. Like,
I'll just say that's because I don't think Kawhi can play a whole 7 games. Not
No.
Kawhi, they don't stomp them without Steph.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Kawhi is just, man, he's just become the most injury-prone player after winning a title.
Yeah, it's him and AD. They're
Yep.
old street clothes.
Old street clothes.
Word of the day. Street.
But I think this is a good spot to pause and take another break. We'll be back, and we just got a couple more things to go through.
Nerd out.